Okay, we're going to get right into it. Our guest today is Sam Morril. Let's go ahead and plug your dates up top because we have a lot to get to, Sam. You are, 7/12, that's July?
Yeah.
In Red Bank, New Jersey, at the Count Basie Center for the Arts.
That's an awesome one. Yeah, I saw Lily Tomlin there back in the day. It was a good show.
Sick. October 4th in Chicago at the Chicago Theater. That's exciting.
Oh, it's such a good, that's like top 5 in the country.
And then December 4th, New York City, New York. Perhaps you've heard of it. Carnegie Hall.
It's going to be a good one.
Were you playing the violin?
I could. I think I could do like Allegro still.
Did you ever do
I did violin for
instruments?
like 2 months.
Really?
Yeah.
I nailed the instrument?
Yeah. That was
Sick.
pretty good. I have
Yeah.
a friend who's a sick violinist, so if I even say this, he would be like, shut the fuck
It's
up.
very cool to watch people who are good at violin.
It is cool.
Is-
Yeah.
How do you even...
Yeah.
But that's not what we're here to talk about today,
I know.
Sam.
I'm a big person for not canceling
I
a
know.
sports appearance because I was at that game with Stavi, and that's top 2 worst in-person sports experiences in my life.
Yeah.
We were in a rough section. There was a lot of. Here's the problem with just modern sports is now with the playoffs, you've priced out a lot of the real fans.
I know.
So, I have a friend like Stav who's a psycho fan enough. Like we've done well in the last couple of years, so we could be like, I wasn't going to go to the game, but because I'm not going to go solo.
Right.
But then Stav's like, let's fucking go, and I was like, let's go. And then midway through the 4th, I'm like, man, I'm really glad I spent this absurd amount of money on a ticket. And then at the end, you're like, I can't believe I spent that much money to feel terrible.
I know. How much was it?
$1,280
God,
each.
Sam!
Yeah, I know.
Each?
Yeah.
I thought you meant total.
No, each. So we were surrounded by all these finance douches who were
Oh, no.
getting up all the time, like fourth quarter and overtime. Like you wait for a whistle before you make everyone get up. It's such common courtesy, and they were just not. A lot of bros like "Ugh," and Stav and I were like, we fucking hate these people, but what are you gonna do?
I mean, so my hot take is that they shouldn't be showing on the broadcast the camera outside where the home team fans are celebrating. Because to me, that incentivizes or allows teams to price out real fans.
I hate
because
that,
they show
yeah.
the real fans outside. It's like the real fans should be inside. They should be able to afford to go inside. And if the energy inside sucks because it's all finance bros,
Yeah.
and then they cut to a shot of here's the fans outside.
Well, the energy didn't suck in there. I mean, look, we were still going nuts for the Knicks. It was
Yeah.
just my section was annoying. I think also it should work like the housing lottery. Like you should get
Yeah.
real.
And does that work? Does the housing lottery work?
I think it works.
Okay.
I think people get, I mean, my biological father scammed his way in artist housing, and
Sick.
he's not even an artist. He's a piece of shit. But he got artist housing.
He got it. So it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Then you
But
could
but I mean,
argue.
people can get in. Is my point.
Right.
It doesn't work the way it's supposed to work, but it works.
And does anything?
No.
I feel like, obviously, New York being New York, there's a lot of very famous fans. I was going to say, you were at the game last night, but they didn't, does it
I
feel
bought tickets.
hurtful? Oh, okay. So you only get on Celebrity Row when they give you the tickets?
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, does it feel hurtful that you're famous enough during the regular season, but you get
No,
bumped
of
when,
course not.
when it's in the playoffs?
Anytime they hook you up, I'm like, this is house money I'm playing with. This is all gravy. Anyone who's like, no, this is the greatest. I have no complaints.
If you had to pick a row of famous Knick fans to sit next to, who would be your top?
Honestly, just my friends, just like my friend. I mean, that sounds corny, but I love going to games with Stav. I love going with Norman.
It is corny. It is corny and it blows up the bit.
Okay, fine. I like sitting near Rock. I like if I'm near Rock, that's cool as hell.
Right.
Because Chris Rock's the man.
Yeah.
And he's the funniest. You
Right.
know? Stiller's really cool.
Right.
Those are like.
That's
definitely-
it? Two?
Okay, fine. I'll throw in Sprewell. I sat next to Spree at a game, and he was awesome. I was making him laugh, and that was the most satisfying shit ever. Because I met him in a bar once, years ago, and he was not nice to me. It really, it hurt. And he's really. I think I just caught him on a bad night because he's super friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met him in Milwaukee. I was playing Milwaukee years ago. It was probably 2012 or something, and I saw him in a bar, and I was just drinking in the bar. I was like, "That's fucking Sprewell." And I was like, what the hell? I'm in a Knicks sweatshirt. Like, I wear Knicks shit all the time. So I just went up to him. I was like, I don't want to be like, but he was just like, what? And I was like, hey, Spree, I'm a huge fan. Can I buy you a drink? And he was like, I already got a drink. And I was like, all right, well, that was one card I could have played.
Whoa.
I was like, I'm a comedian. I'm playing down the block. If you want to come to a show, I don't know what to say. I panicked.
That was a good thing to say.
And then he goes, yeah, don't count on it. I was like, all right, 0 for 2. And I think I just gave up at that point. And then I went over and some guy was like, let me handle it. I work for Bleacher. I don't know who he was, but he was like, I work for Bleacher Report. And I was like, I don't know what that means, but go ahead. Went over. I just see Spree being like,
hell yeah.
So we just screamed at the guy. I'm like, I got off easy,
Hell
whatever
yeah.
that was. So I see the bartender and she's like, yeah, he's really cool. He's in here all the time. But like, he's just, sometimes he's not in the mood. And I was like, I get it.
I love the just pointing at your shirt.
I didn't have anything.
Hey,
it was pathetic.
remember this?
I love, he was of that era probably my favorite. Like,
yeah.
I just loved how he played. He was just, and he choked his coach. It's fucking hilarious. And the fact that he choked his coach and we got him and he was amazing for us. Like the fact that worked out. And then at the end of the weekend, the bartender from the bar was at my show and she was like, I'm texting Spree about you right now. I was like, really? And she goes, that comedian from the other night who was talking to you, his show is really funny. And he writes back, yeah, I met him, great guy. And I was like, what?
What?
I think he was just like, I don't give a shit. I don't remember any of this. But
this story is wild.
it's weird, yeah. But then I sat next to him at a game once and he was cool as hell.
And he was nice then.
Yeah,
Did you say I'm the guy from the?
No, God, no. I'm the guy you didn't remember a day later.
It's been a few years. How about now?
No, I had him laughing because what I do when I'm behind the basket is I do like I'll like stomp on the ground when the opposing team shoots free throws because it is annoying.
Yes.
Because it's not like you're just screaming, you just like feel it.
Yeah.
The floor. So I just start like stomping like this and it was working. I had like Josh Giddey missed like 4 free throws because I did it.
You.
And Spree just was like, yes, it's working. He just kept high-fiving me and I was like, this is insane.
It's a much better interaction than the first.
It was way better.
All right. How do you feel about Timothée Chalamet, the newly crowned king of Knicks fandom?
I mean, he's on a heater. What can you say? I mean,
Yeah.
I anyone who's like a real fan, I respect.
And he seems to be.
Oh yeah, the picture with Landry Shamet and Andrew Rollins.
Oh yeah, when he was like a baby.
Yeah, he's a really good actor, and he's legit. I love it. I love seeing Knicks fans happy. So
Oh, that's cute.
yeah.
That's
We've
really
all been through the ringer with it. We have an experience. That's the thing you see at this game. Like I see little kids in their jerseys. I see old people. I saw an old guy on a walker come in. It's like you just want to see the team win. It's part of being a fan.
Yeah. I want to let you get off some of your frustration.
Yeah.
I figured I would just tee you up with just some names, and you can just talk to these people about how you feel about them. Reggie Miller. We'll start with Reggie Miller.
How could I ever have anything positive to say about it? And the fact that he gets to call the games is like, it's insane.
That is kind of crazy.
That's why I'm like, I'll spend more than $1,300 if I don't have to listen to this piece of shit call the game. I hate Reggie. He sucks. He was a great player, obviously, but yeah, no, I'm not a fan. And he's not even a good broadcaster. Like the thing is, like, if he was good, I'd be like, all right, but he's not good. Like Mike Breen, give us a homer. If they get a homer, give us Mike Breen, who's arguably the GOAT.
Rick Smits.
God, he was annoying. Tall, lanky, blonde. Anne Heche, if she was 7'4". I mean, what the hell are we looking at? He was annoying as hell, and he was. Look, that whole team drove me nuts.
Chris Mullin.
Mullin. He was never really a pacer to me, but at the end, yeah, he was Mullin. I mean, anyone who's a complete alcoholic and still is able to manage an NBA career, I have mad respect for. I mean, that guy had like a red nose by the end, and he was still raining threes. Like, he was incredible. He's a New York guy, too, so that's what's tough with Mullin. He's St. John's legend.
Jalen Rose.
I mean, I think of he was only at the very end of that run.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not. I don't have the same disdain for him that I do like the Davis brothers or those guys.
Yeah. What about Larry Bird?
He's like, it's hard to think of him even as a pacer. He's Larry Bird. It's like thinking of Isaiah Thomas as like the Knicks front office. It's like he's Isaiah Thomas. You got to just be like, he's one of the greatest ever.
Okay. So you don't have as much heat for them as I thought you would.
It's really Reggie. I hated Mark Jackson, but Mark Jackson's also a Knick. The lines get blurred. I mean, it's very difficult, but I mean, we got Mark Jackson when he was like fat at the end. It was like, I was like, what? This guy
body shame a coach.
I know, no. But he was a Knick again. He was a Knick. He was a Knick, and drafted by the Knicks a little before my time.
Yeah.
Then he was a
So
Pacer,
way
so I
before
hated
mine.
him. He also had a knack for hitting those like half-court shots all the time. I
Yeah.
don't know how, but he had that weird-ass release. But yeah, Mark Jackson was a great player. Underrated. Like, people forget he's top 10 assists, I think. He's like an all-timer.
How much do you hate? Because I hate. You know how they make every team now have a postseason slogan? And the Pacers is yes, sirs.
Ugh. That's like some Silence of the Lambs shit.
Yes, and then an apostrophe, a C-E-R-S. Yes, sirs.
I don't even get it. What does that have to do?
I hate, like, Pacers. Yes, sirs. But also
Ugh.
sirs. You know, like, yes, sir. I hate it.
Ugh.
I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Pacers are a corny ass fan base. I mean, look, I get it. You live in Indiana; it's a big basketball state.
Yeah.
Whatever. You got the Hoosiers, all that shit.
Sure.
But ugly ass yellow uniforms. I hate. I just not a fan.
Yes, sirs.
Yeah, I understand I'm wearing yellow shoes right now. I didn't plan on that.
Those don't look yellow. Those are more like marigold
yeah,
and
they're
orange.
like. Yeah, all right, good.
Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry.
Good.
Nobody's going to think that you're a
I'll
Pacers
burn
fan.
these right fucking now and walk home barefoot. I don't give a shit.
I think Halliburton's dad should be allowed to come back. They banned him from coming to games, but I think he should come back.
I think I saw Stav tweet, "Let me fight him. Let
Yeah.
Stav fight this
Yeah.
guy's dad."
I just think, like, with the history and the interaction between fan and player in this rivalry, I feel like Halliburton's dad could add some real interesting.
The only reason I agree is because Brunson loves fuel,
Yeah.
and his dad. I think Brunson would love to rip this kid's heart out in front of his dad.
Yeah.
Let's rip Halliburton's heart out.
But he's so good.
So is Brunson.
But he's so good. All right, Sam, that's basically everything.
That was fun.
Do you want to plug anything else?
No,
you
those
have
are-
like a million podcasts. You don't want to say the name of one of
Oh,
them?
we might be drunk with Mark Norman. That's my only podcast.
That's it?
Yeah, I used to do Games with Names with Julian Edelman, but they started filming in L.A. and I was like, I can't go to L.A.
But he's like your friend now.
I love
you'd
him.
Say?
I'm making a movie and he has a cameo in it, and it's like he's so funny. I love him. He's like one of the coolest dudes.
Yeah.
He's a great human.
Yeah, those Boston athletes.
Yeah,
Actually, pretty
that's,
cool.
That's how we came together, is the Boston versus New York thing. And that was the funny thing about doing that pod with him, is like I'd be like, oh, who's our guest this week? And he's like, Paul Pierce and David Ortiz. I'm like, oh, come on. It was brutal, but
The greatest.
I loved him, and he's the coolest guy. And but yeah, I do the pod with Mark Norman. I'm on the road. I'm off for a little bit, but yeah, Red Bank, New Jersey, Carnegie Hall, Chicago Theater, a bunch of other stuff. But
Catch him there or catch him at a Knicks game.
yeah, and I have a bunch of specials if you like stand up on Amazon, Netflix, YouTube, all over. So
Everywhere.
Yeah.
That's usually a good sign that industry's doing a great job of whatever it's supposed to do.
oh man, it's a bad. I chose a bad field, but I'm fortunate. I have a good group around me.
And you're
But
very good at it.
Thank you. You too. This is good. It's a good show.
Oh, hey, thanks.